What's up, guys? Today we're coming at you with a junk Doppel deck profile. But guys, if you're new to the channel, be sure to hit the subscribe button. Also to be sure to check out the description box below and gun that like button. But let's jump into this deck profile and let's see what we're coming at you with. To start things off, we're running 3 junk Synchron. This guy is the main monster you want to see. It's your main normal summon, really. This guy, there's a level 2 or lower in the graveyard, special summon it back, get your combo plays going. I'm running 2 Perform Power Odd Eye Synchron. This guy, I really like him a lot. He really helps with a lot of the plays. I've been trying to figure out ways to really fit this guy in the deck. I've always liked that he was a Synchron. He's Odd Eyes too, so I really liked it for that point. But very useful for being able to normal summon him, or even if he's Pendulum summoned, to be able to use your Pendulum scale and Synchro summon with it. Very helpful, very useful for the deck. I'm running 2 Jet Synchron. This guy is really your main level 1 tuner that you got. Just going to be able to use your Excel Synchron and send it to the graveyard. Also to getting the pitch and being able to special summon it back out of the graveyard helps a lot. And you can use the effect to, if it's sent to the graveyard, you can use it to search out your junk Synchron. So that's very helpful. I'm also running 1 Unknown Synchron. I like this guy a lot. It's just another level 1 Synchron tuner that I can search out. Also to being able to get that free special summon sometimes is very helpful. Running 1 Glow Up Bulb. Glow Up Bulb is the best tuner there is. You know, it's probably gonna find its way on the ban list come when Quandex come out, Devil Fiber, whatever you want to call it, comes out. But this card, to be able to mill one off the top, special summon back out of the graveyard, very helpful. Also running 2 Destrudo. This card is a tuner and it helps out with a lot of your plays. It helps to give it extended monster on the board and helps to go into some other Synchro plays that you want to go into. I like this card a lot. The fact that it has 3000 defense, it really helps out sometimes, you know, want to set up some of your plays. Also running the new card, the Junk Converter. This card helps to search out any of your Synchron monsters, which is very useful. And also too, if it's sent to the graveyard, you can use this card to special summon back one of your tuners, and that helps to extend monsters on the board and helps to extend some plays and really make some really nutty boards. Very helpful. I like this card and really helped the Synchrons out a lot. Running 2 Synchron Carrier. This card never really did see much play, but I've always liked this card. The fact that it gives you an additional normal summon for your Synchron monsters is very helpful, and if you use one of your Synchrons for a Synchro summon and he's still on the field, it's going to give you a tuner. I mean, not a tuner, a token. So that helps you just get another token generator on board and helps you just make more extended plays. Very helpful. We're running 3 Doppel Warrior. This is the junk and Doppel goat. This guy like bread and butter. This guy, just to be able to make sure that you, whenever he's used for a Synchro summon, just to be able to make sure that you get more tokens onto the field, more bodies on the board, and just keep your plays going. I'm also running 2 Boost Warrior. This card and Doppel Warrior to me are like one and the same. The only difference is this guy's a level 1, and I like being able to search out this level 1, and it can special summon when there's a tuner on the field. It helps to make it more extended boards, and I like that a lot. Just being able to get this guy, you have a tuner out there, special summon, it's another monster, and sometimes that one level is the difference between you going into Cosmic Blazar or you just doing a Trish play. So it's very helpful, very useful. I'm also running 3 Dark Worm and 2 Gate Zero. I do like the Pendulum aspect of this deck. I fought this for a long time, wanting to play the Pendulums, but I like this build because being able to special summon the Dark Worm and get the Gate Zero added to hand, along with being able to search out your Odd Eye Synchron, is very useful. Being able to Pendulum summon out monsters if you get your Junk Warrior, your Junk Synchron effects negated, things like that can help you to extend more plays and help you get more plays. I like being able to Pendulum summon out monsters and without the normal summon, and then be able to normal summon whatever I wish to and just keep the plays going. The one thing that you need to remember is if you do use the Dark Worm and the Pen scale to add the Gate 0 to the Pen scale, you're only going to be able to special summon Dark Monster or Pendulum summon Dark Monster. So that's something you need to keep in mind. Sometimes that can make your plays a little wacky, but other than that, I've seen a lot of good stuff out of this and I've liked it a lot. But that's it for the monsters. For the spell cards, running one pot. This card coming back made the deck just really, really good. I really like the fact that, you know, when you go through your whole extra deck going into your Cosmic Blazar play or whatever play you want to go into, you could kick all those monsters back into the extra deck and re-extend your plays and just draw 2 out of the deck. I really like that a lot. This card has really been good. I'm running 2 Performing Power Popper Upper. This card is very good actually in this deck. It's a very good card. I don't really care for the card that much because depending on the cards in hand, you could take some massive damage. And I'll tell you a play that I did one time. I was playing, I wasn't even thinking about it. I had game on board, but I went into Cosmic Blazar. I had 12 cards in hand. I activated this card. I took 12,000 damage out the gate. So that's something you got to keep in mind. But the card is very, very good. Very helpful for you. Just make sure you watch the card count in hand. It helps to load up your graveyard, and that's the key point to this card. It's very useful, and it's just a very good card for this deck all around. Next, I'm running 3 Wherefore Art Thou. This card has become very useful to me considering all the tokens that we got are usually level 1s. It helps me to search out whatever tuner monster I might need that's a level 1, or either my boost warrior, things like that. And being able to get that extra boost warrior depending on where I'm at in my combo can be very helpful. Being able to extend that play with that 1 extra monster. The only downside to this is if you didn't normal summon it, you will take 2,000 damage. But if you're going in for this play, you're going to try to make sure that you're just pushing for game after that. Also running 3 tuning. Tuning is the staple for this deck. Being able to search out any of your tuner monsters, your Synchron tuner monsters, is very helpful. Helps you to get into your Odd-Eye Synchron, which can help you to get into a Pendulum summon. Being able to get into your Junk Synchron, just being able to get the main staple play. All around good card, very helpful. Running 1 Reinforcement of the Army. Reinforcement of the Army, just to be able to get any of your warrior monsters. Just hand get your Junk Converter, which can help you get into other plays too, which I really like that a lot. You're also running the 1 for 1. We got, like I said, we got plenty of level 1 monsters in the deck, and it helps you just extend more plays and get an extra tuner on board. Running the 1 Monster Reborn because Reborn just a good extender. Running the 1 Foolish Burial and the 1 Dragon Shrine. This is to make sure we get that Dark Worm in the graveyard for the Dragon Shrine, or Foolish Burial to be able to get whatever monster we might need at the given time. And we're also running 3 Called by the Grave because this deck will lose to a hand trap in a second. So we want to make sure we have Called by the Grave so we can just keep our plays going the way we want to. But that's it for the main deck. For the extra deck, we're running 1 Cosmic Blazar Dragon. This could be the Seafer Dragon or your Quasar Dragon, but I prefer to go with the Cosmic because this card can negate attacks, negate summons, and also just negate all around anything in the game pretty much. But this card is a very good card. Being able to make sure you can just put up a big 4,000 beater, and it's just very iconic. I'm running 1 Crystal Wing Synchro Dragon and 1 FA Dawn Dragster. These are just the negators for the deck. We want to make sure we have a way to negate spell cards and a way to negate monster effects. That way we don't just lose to just crazy opposition cards. I'm also running 1 Crystron Big Beater Dude and 1 Trish. You know, these cards are just for spot removal. This guy's just all around good for making sure that we can banish off 3 monsters either on the field or the graveyard. Very helpful. And Trish just being able to get 1 from the hand, field, and graveyard. It covers all aspects. But these 2 right here really help for making sure that we get, you know, just field clearance, just all around field clearance. We got the 1 Omega. Omega is just good for making sure we get that problematic card out of the opponent's hand. Making them lose that 1 card can help you save the game. Running 1 Stardust Charge Warrior. This is just to make sure we get that good draw, but also don't forget the effect that if your opponent has a bunch of monsters on their side of the field that's really weak monsters, you can attack all monsters. That's very helpful to you. We got the staple for the deck, which really, come Master Rule 5, is going to really boost up the deck. We got Junk Speeder, which is going to be able to special summon out all those tuner monsters and just help you get starting with your boards and just make crazy boards. Running 2 TG Hyper Librarian. This is just Pot of Greed. It's an upstart Pot of Greed, however you want to go about it. Every time you Synchro summon, you're going to get a free draw, and it's just going to help you keep extending into your deck and just get the plays going the way you want to. I'm running 1 Shooting Riser Dragon. This card I like this card a lot. It's a very good card. I like the fact that it can send any card from your deck that's lower than this level to the graveyard. Even though you can't use the effect this turn, it can help you modulate this level and be able to make some other little crazy nutty plays. Also too, I wanted another monster that could be able to Synchro on the opponent's turn. That can be very helpful depending on how the plays you want to make. It can help you to go into your Trish plays very easily without having a lot of monsters on board, just using tokens. Also the other level 9 Synchro, and just help getting some very good plays. Running 1 Excel Synchron. This card is so easily to go into. You usually modulate its levels by sending a Synchron to the graveyard. You got 3s, 1s, 2s, so you can get whatever level you want to and just keep getting the plays going the way you want to. Running 1 Material Synchron. Metal Marcher. This card is just all around good for being able to special summon back your tuners and just really extending your plays. The only thing about this card is just make sure that usually if you go into a Synchro play, try to make it something like this or this, because it's going to become a tuner. So that's just something you need to keep in mind. I'm running 1 Celestial Double Star Shaman. Shaman is just good for make sure we get that Doppel Warrior back. We can get the Junk Converter back, and that can help with a lot of plays if you haven't used this effect. But just being able to make sure that you get that Junk Doppel, that Doppel Warrior back is very, very useful for a lot of your plays. And lastly, for the extra deck, we're running 1 Formula Synchron. Formula Synchron just all around good. Just be able to get that extra draw and just be able to keep your plays going. But that's it for the deck profile, guys. Leave a comment in the comment section below. Let us know what you think. If you haven't already, be sure to hit the subscribe button. Also, too, be sure to check out the description box below. Thanks, guys, for all your love and support. We're out.